Good morning and welcome along to another edition of Adventures with Otis, and with a gorgeous sun which has already risen in the east. It's just coming up to 6 o'clock and Otis and I are venturing on the west side of Newport to a place called Tredegar House and Gardens, and this is owned also by the National Trust. So what's Tredegar House got to offer? We got a pay and display car park which is owned by the National Trust. So if you're a National Trust member, it's free. You got a visitors reception, orchard garden, slip garden, cedar garden, orangery garden, stable block, mansion house entrance, the tea rooms and the brew house. You got the shop, the second hand bookshop, the community library, entrance to the parklands, park cafe, play area, natural play, a laundry and allotment area, and the caravan park. So it's got plenty here. And here's a view of what we've got. And this is where we are at number 1. Now this is the suggested visitor route, but as you can see the gates are locked at the moment. We're a little bit early in the morning for it, so we're going to take a route around past the bookshop and the entrance hall and up to number 13, which is the actual entrance to the parkland just before the house itself. Okay, Otis. And here we are. And this gate apparently closes at 5 p.m. This way we got the brew house, the second hand bookshop, and this is a zero waste area. Fantastic. Now this used to be the main entrance and a visitor shop, and this is now the Tredegar House Library and the main offices. And back in the time of the Morgans, this would have been the home of the horsekeeper and where the family horses would have been kept. But later on this was transformed into a brewery by the Morgans, and today it is the historical cafe, the Brewhouse Cafe. And here are the wonderful stables all around which would have housed the horses. And we're now in the courtyard, or the side courtyard, of the amazing 17th century red brick mansion house with a plethora of historic tales. And throughout time it's been used for many things, not only the house and the mansion house of the Morgans, but also a convent school, and then over to Newport Council to look after, but nowadays it's looked after by the National Trust. And the house is open for viewing daily, and if you're a National Trust member it's all part of your membership. Okay, just off to the laundry we go. Well, this is the original laundry house that the Morgans had, where all the linen and all the clothes were washed. And it's actually a historic Grade 2 listed laundry building, and it now provides a space for local organisations to deliver formal and informal training. Along with inspiring learning, it offers opportunities to socialise and promote the well-being of the Dufferin community. And all the flower beds here are all part of the allotments, and these belong to the local Dufferin community as well. Well, I've done a little bit of googling on it, and for several years the allotment guys of Dufferin community have been growing and harvesting fruit and vegetables at the allotments here for years. But now there's also a sensory garden filled with tactile and aromatic herbs and plants all around the grounds, along with the Garden of Tranquility, providing a quiet area for reflection and contemplation. And it was definitely a place for contemplation. This was once the chapel as well for St. Joseph's High School. And I'll talk about that a little bit later on. This way. Good boy. Well, this courtyard certainly brings back memories of my scouting days, my school days, and even the convent days when my aunties used to attend here. Okay, Otis, let's head over to the main grounds. Oh, good boy. Well, as I said earlier, the house, the gardens and parklands were once owned by the Morgan family, an aristocratic Welsh dynasty who claimed descendants from the Welsh princess. The parklands is what remains of the Morgan's family's whole estate, which was once 53,000 acres. Mainly 90 acres, now owned by the Newport Council and cared for by the National Trust. And one place people forget to visit is the Red Pond. We'll go over there a bit later on. That goes back to the 1770s. For centuries, the Morgan family had a great big power over the southeast Wales, and they had plenty of wealth and power in the area. The family owned the house until 1951, when it became a Catholic boarding school, or rather a convent for girls. Well, I mentioned the Red Pond, but there was also a penguin pond a little bit farther on down, which was the site of the menagerie in the 1920s and 1930s, which apparently featured animals such as penguins and flamingos. Ponds today are overgrown, but they're full of nature. It's just alongside the caravan park. Okay, well, I won't read out all the information here about the different seasons, but every day is a new day according to Steve Morgan, and he was the gardener and outdoors manager. He worked here for 23 years and witnessed many wonderful things throughout the park. There you go. So this is springtime, and then you got summertime. And of course autumn, and not forgetting winter. You guys can pause it and have a little read for yourselves. Right, little fella, you going to be a good boy? I'll take you off your lead. There you go. Come on then, come with me. Oh, there's a pair of collies there staring at Otis. Good boy. You finished playing with your pals? And it looks like Zoomie time. Come on then, Otis, around you come. And again, go on, he's going round the tree again. Yes, he is, come on. Good boy, you're going to do a figure eight this time. Come on in front of me. Good boy, and around, and around. Good boy. Come on then, Otis, off to the boathouse. Well, first of all, let's have a look at the old herb garden. Looking very unloved these days. I think this was all part of the herb garden when it was the convent. And here we are at the boathouse. This is all fenced off these days. You used to be able to go in and look at the boat that was in there. An old wooden boat. In the 1790s, Adam Mickey was commissioned to landscape the park, including the 725 metre lake, which is fed by the River Abu. And from the late 19th century, the lakeside was used as an ornamental pleasure ground, decorated with conifers and rhododendrons to add beauty to the surroundings. You can still see vibrant flowers today, especially in the moment in the summer. In the 1930s, Evan Morgan enjoyed the lake in a different way, hosting boating parties where they'd explore the lake in gondolas. And the first boathouse to be here was built in 1916. And today the lake is just a haven for wildlife. Okay, Otis, lead the way. We'll head around the lake. wonderful to see the swans gliding on the pond, or on the lake I should say. Okay Otis, no, not too close. Good boy. And just up ahead of us here we've got an entrance to the park from the Newport National Office of Statistics. And this is where the patents and, or patents, whichever way you want to put it, are stored. Fantastic stuff. Oh, it's lovely to see how well kept these paths are. Remember back in the school days, these were so muddy. We'd go back to class with mud on the shoes and the teachers know exactly where we'd been. Absolutely wonderful though. Lovely to see it all in good shape. Okay Otis, over the bridge we go. This way. Over the bridge. Good boy. Well, back in the time of the Morgans in the 17th century, this would have been the main entrance to Tredegar House, with the gatehouses either side. Otis, this way. Good boy. This way. This way, good boy. Otis, walk on. This way. Good boy. What a lovely day for a paddle. Right, Otis, this way. This way, Otis. There's something that was definitely not here when I was in school. Well, these stones, these were erected in 1988 and it's a modern stone circle and it was built here when the National Ice Stedford was hosted by Tredegar House. Well, I think I've talked about these stones before up at Pontypool Park, so if you're interested in Gorseth stones and the altar in the middle, take a little look on the previous video there at Pontypool Park. Come on Otis, this way, good boy. And up ahead of us we got the stable blocks, which were built in 1684, and it's a Carolinian style which followed use in the rebuilding of the main house. And on a grand scale the building comprised of 11 bays constructed of red brick. And as you can see, it's being well looked after and restored. Okay Otis, good boy. And the UK Caravan and Camping Club have also got a site here, just up the way, through the gate. This way. Are you having fun with your pals, Otis? And up ahead of us we've got the Red Lake, which is the lake that everybody forgets to come and visit, which is just alongside the Caravan and Camping Club. Again, it's beautiful, just like the other lake. There's plenty of seats to sit down and take the weight off your legs. This way, Otis. Good boy. Well, we better think about heading back, Otis. Now this way, good boy. Well, if you've enjoyed the video today at Tredegar House, please give us a thumbs up. And if you really like us, then please subscribe. Don't forget, decent comments. Until next time, I'm going to say cheerio. All the best from a beautiful sunny day here at Tredegar House. A bye from me and a bye from Otis.